Downtown Lebanon is the place to be for wannabe detectives on May 1st and 2nd. This year's Ladies Weekend is jam-packed with fun events, and Heart of Lebanon event coordinator Sarah Howell previews them all. Sarah also shares info on the city's first Music on the Plaza event set for May 8th, a celebration of the greatest spectacle in racing. Episode 246 of the Levin Lebanon podcast starts now.
Welcome to the Levin Lebanon podcast, highlighting all the great things happening in Lebanon, Indiana. Have an idea for an episode? Send an email to levinlebanon@lebanon.in.gov.
Hey everybody, welcome to episode 246 of the Levin Lebanon podcast. It's Joe LePage, City of Lebanon Communications Community Development Director here. Big weekend ahead, just a few days away. Ladies Weekend in downtown Lebanon, May 1st and 2nd, and the gal that knows everything about it, all things, is the event coordinator of the Heart of Lebanon. Sarah Howell joins us on the podcast. Sarah, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me again. I feel like, have I broken the record for most?
You know, they have that kind of record on Saturday Night Live. It's like the 10 Club or something like that. I mean, you've hosted, you may be the most, you along with Mayor Gentry, and a couple of folks maybe in this building right up there with you. So you've got to be top 10, maybe top 5.
Okay, well, I'm going to be going for number 1, so let's get those on the books.
And we're even talking about, you're on here enough that we're talking about your next episode at the end of this episode.
Yes,
so stay tuned for that, everybody. First things first.
Okay.
This weekend, May 1st and 2nd, tell us what's happening. You guys had a great event last year, so much so you're bringing it back, you're revamping some things, you're adding a new theme this year. Talk about Ladies Weekend, May 1st and 2nd.
I would love to. Last year we did this, and we did it in July, and we had the theme, it was books, which was like a really, really great event. And this year we're doing mystery/true crime. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We have a lot of really fun events going on within the overall event. So
if we can start right on Friday night, it starts Friday evening, and I'm looking at the website right here. You're going to step into the role of lead detective.
yeah. So the Friday night event is the Trail of Clues. And actually, Joe, they took your likeness and made you into a character in this, which is what an honor.
It really is, and a shocker to no one who knows me. There's a funky hat on my my character that he wears. So
you should buy tickets just to see what Joe's costume is on this. It's incredible. So it's the Trail of Clues, and it's actually part of Ladies Weekend, but also it's part of the Trail Mixer Festival, which is put on by Greater Indy Trailways is what it is. Yeah. And so it's like a whole week of just events going on, like on the trailways in Indianapolis, Boone County, obviously, because downtown is part of the Big Four Trail. So this event allows you, again, to be a detective. You come and you check in, and you get like a map and like cards that have the profiles of the different characters, and you go around to the participating locations in the downtown, and it's like a giant clue game, and you try to solve the mystery, the murder mystery.
And you've got to do it by 8 p.m. to submit your evidence sheet to be eligible for a drawing. It's such a fun way to kick things off and kind of get everybody kind of in the mood, in the spirit of the whole mystery and investigation theme.
Yeah, and it's a really great way to kind of check out some different locations downtown that you might not have been into. This event is so much fun that we actually decided to sell tickets separately to it. So obviously it's part of Ladies Weekend, but if you are a guy or you don't want to commit to
game.
in the game, you don't have to commit to like the full 2-day event. You can just get this separately and still participate. So it's a great family fun activity for a Friday night to kind of check out the downtown. And you can buy tickets for that for $10.
per person?
Per person that wants to have like the clue sheet. So you
Gotcha.
can come with a group and just have
Oh,
one.
that's so
if
cheap.
you want. Yeah,
Oh,
right?
man.
Yeah, it's and you get like a trail mixer bag and some fun like swag from the Trail Mixer Festival.
Sounds
if you get a
amazing.
ticket. Yeah,
Sounds amazing.
So come.
And then after a short respite on Friday night, you guys are back at it at 10 a.m. on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like there's kind of a maker class that's taking place there to kind of get the ball rolling on the next day, on the 2nd.
Yeah, so there's the class at Fire and Fern where you can either like make your own like travel size candle or like a body oil. There's a couple of other options too. So that's one maker class. And then the other one is with Anita Davis, previously known as Anita Gordon. We all love her. Local artist. So you can do a painting class in the like the 3rd story of the ballet school. It's in the 111 North Meridian Street building. But yeah, it's got a great view up there and you can do a painting class with her. So
Fantastic. And that takes place in the morning. And then lunch, it says you dive inside the vault. And so there's a big kind of history case that you got to look through and some kind of investigative.
That's a great question. So it's a true crime lunch and learn, and it's called The Vault because it is held at Key Bank. So they've been generous enough to open up their conference room and provide lunch to everybody that wants to come
no way.
and be part of this. So Cassie over at Sylvia's Child Advocacy Center, she reached out to us and she was like, I saw you guys had this event going on. I would love to come and do kind of like talk about true crime cases in Indiana. Some of them are closed and some of them are actually still open cases because she did her dissertation in school about true crime cases in Indiana. So she's going to be joined by the Honorable Rebecca McClure, who is the first female judge to be appointed in Boone County. And they're going to talk about the cases and kind of like the forensics of the cases and the psychology behind, the people that committed these crimes. So it's going to be really interesting. A lot of people are really excited about that. If you buy a ticket to Ladies Weekend, when you sign up in your email, you'll get a separate link to register for that event if you would like. So.
Okay, and if that wasn't enough, everybody, you're then like during because the Kentucky Derby is the same weekend, same day.
Yes.
On a Saturday, you're looping in kind of that large event with Ladies Weekend as well.
Yeah. So I don't
Coinciding
know
with
if
it?
you know this, Joe, but there actually used to be a horse racing track in Lebanon at Memorial Park. I did not know
I
this.
didn't know that either.
But you know who did? Eric over at the library.
Eric Spall,
Yeah.
because he knows everything.
So yeah, there was a horse racing track here. So the storyline takes place at this Lebanon horse race track, and it's performed by Red Herring Entertainment, and they're a fantastic group. Been working with Matt McKee. Everybody knows Matt McKee. Love him or hate him, everybody knows him. But yeah, he is helping kind of put this together, and it's a murder mystery theater sort of game. So we're going to have round tables set up on Meridian Street, like in the Plaza area, and the characters will go from table to table, and you can ask them questions and try to figure out who killed the jockey. The jockey that was favored to win. And there's a dessert bar and gourmet coffee too. So it's going to be, and there's going to be a real horse there.
I mean, and why not? Is it Eric Spall's horse? No, Matt McKee's horse.
No. If you have seen the Headless Horseman at Mischief on Meridian, it will be that horse.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's okay around people, and that's good. That's
yes.
good.
Yeah. So it's a very friendly horse. Yeah. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Sounds like you had a lot of like collaborators and partners coming together on this. How did you wrangle them all together? And you mentioned like in the case of Cassie Frazier reaching out to you, but how easy was it or a bit of a challenge was it to get kind of everybody to take part in this Ladies Weekend?
You know what? It's so cool when we do events. People just come out of the woodwork and I'm like, I didn't even know you did that, or I didn't even know that this was a thing. Like, for example, Mischief on Meridian, the Headless Horseman, like I didn't know they were coming. They just like showed up.
How's it going?
Yeah.
Headless
Like,
Horseman.
there's what here? I had no idea that was a thing. But so for this event specifically, sometimes I'm having to actually figure out how to fit people in because they want to be part of the event and, do a thing. And I'm like, well, we would obviously love to have you. How can we work this in? So with Red Herring Entertainment, I knew that Matt McKee is a big part of Center Stage Theater. So I reached out to him, and they actually have a show that weekend, but he was like, I'm actually like part of this group that does murder mystery shows, and we would love to do it for you. And so, yeah, it's really neat how, and then Key Bank, I knew they had a conference room, and they were like, we'll provide lunch. And I was like,
outstanding.
Okay, like, let's go. So it's really cool to see how the community comes on board for these events that we do with the Heart of Lebanon. So
and you mentioned tickets still available, and you can get them right on the Heart of Lebanon site. And again, everybody will put a link to the tickets. And again, what Sarah was saying for Friday night, you can kind of maybe get the family involved, guys, gals, everybody. The Saturday events are for the ladies, as they say, and you can get tickets to all those things and get more info as well on the Heart of Lebanon website. We'll put a link in the body of the podcast here. And if that weren't enough, if you weren't busy enough this coming weekend, the following one, we're kicking off some music in the Plaza, which has become just a must-see downtown in the Plaza, and you're kicking it off with a great theme that I think we can all get behind, or get behind the wheel, pun intended. But
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. I fancy myself a comedian. Talk about music on the Plaza. It's coming back in 2026, and you're kicking it off in a great way.
Yeah, Floor is our presenting sponsor this year. And, when we have businesses that, come on board and support what we do, we're able to do really big things, which is great. So we are celebrating the greatest spectacle in racing. And I'm very excited about this. I love the Indy 500. So we are going to have a couple vintage Indy cars come. We're going to have a vintage pace car come. We're going to have a 500 festival truck there. We're going to have a 500 festival princess there. Olivia Parker, she's a local gal, goes to Trine University, and she's a 500 festival princess this year. So she'll be making an appearance. And then obviously, all of the other classic cars, muscle cars that come. And then we're having Bodacious play, and they're a community favorite.
Yep, they are a community favorite.
They have a big turnout when they play. So, and for good reason. They're real good. They're really good. And they're great to work with, just really nice people. And they've been playing in Lebanon for a minute. So, yeah, they have a good following. And then the Scout Troop 359, they will be out with their Pinewood Derby track.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So
do some your racing of your own.
Yeah. So you can bring a car. You can build a car there.
You can probably even borrow a car and hit the track.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's going to be a big one. It's from 6 to 8 p.m. on Friday, May 8th, and it just takes place on Meridian Street. It's free to come, and lots of restaurants downtown will be open. Come and get something to eat. But I was going to say something else, Joe, and it's slipping my mind. It was really important. It'll come back to me.
Okay. Well, when it does, let me know.
Oh, I will for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Everybody, we're chatting with Heart of Lebanon event coordinator Sarah Howell, talking about Ladies Weekend taking place on May 1st and 2nd, but also previewing as well Music on the Plaza taking place on May 8th. IndyCar themed, amazing. And Sarah, we gotta chat just briefly about the next episode you're going to do, and kind of the next season that you're moving into, and that's market season.
Yeah.
And getting ready for what has truly become a weekly must-attend Lebanon City Market. You excited for that? Kind of the nervous optimism about checking the weather for the rainy days and the super sunny days and all that stuff that goes along with planning and running a city market?
Yeah, I'm really excited about it. I've got this thing down. I've got it down. And, we're expanding over into the Pocket Park this year over by the playground at First Presbyterian Church, because we have just got so many people that want to be part of the market, and it's incredible. And, it's no surprise, our community is growing and people see that. And so vendors from, outside of Lebanon and Boone County, they want to come and set up too. So that's really great. I'm really excited about it. We're going to have live music every Tuesday. Last year we only did 2 times. don't want to say we only did 2 times a month, but we're doing it every week now, but we did it 2 times a month last year. So that's going to be new, but I don't want to give away all of the surprises.
Yeah, I was going to ask you to just a little preview.
Yeah.
A little preview.
But I remembered what I was going to say.
Okay.
Music on the Plaza. Let's rewind it back for just a sec. Music on the Plaza is going to happen every month, again, May through September, second Friday of the month. So while you're putting May 8th on your calendar from 6 to 8, go ahead and through the month of September, mark down every second Friday.
Done and done.
Yeah.
Plans made.
Yes.
Cool.
Very good. Well, I look forward to seeing you at every single one.
Yeah, and I'll be there. And next time we record a podcast, I'll look forward to having you on maybe not the next one, but within the next couple episodes, I'm sure.
Yeah. I've always got a lot to talk about.
I know.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Well, Sarah, thank you for joining us here on the podcast.
Yeah.
Best of luck this weekend for Ladies Weekend, and then hoping for good weather throughout Music on the Plaza and the market as well.
Yeah, me too, Joe.
Okay. Until next time, everybody. Sarah, appreciate it.
Thanks. Thanks again for having me.
And thank you, everybody, for listening to this episode of the podcast. More episodes with Sarah or with other people coming your way soon.
I'll allow it.
Take care, everybody.